Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you Sunday, April the 2nd. The year is 2023. Let's talk trading. Weekly open and gap, and the monthly open. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. We're starting off a new month, so in fact, we're starting off a new quarter. So in case last quarter, last month, last week, last trading day, you forgot to employ your risk management, let this be a reminder. Never lose more than you're willing to lose on any one particular trade. And the brain management. Let's have no fear. In other words, take your trades, take the signals. Let's have no regret. If you get out and price keeps going your way, that's okay. Remember, pain does not come from the market. Pain comes from your reaction to the market. And on the plus side, if you find yourself lucky enough to be up some pips, take profit before the market takes it back. So many times you might be up 2-3 pips. And then the next thing you know, you're down 4 or 5 only because you didn't take the profit when you could have. So, and it's one thing. I was talking to a trader and I said, you got to quit trading with these micro lots, these dimes. You do that for a very short time just to get used to something, but you got to put some real skin in the game. You got to move up, trade. $50 a pip, $10 a pip. That way, you make 2 pips, you're making 100 or 200 bucks. And that might be all you want to make in a day. So you just pick that one trade and boom, you're in. Now you might say, hey, I don't have enough money. Well, that's what prop trading firms are for. You can get into a prop trading firm usually for somewhere between, say, $200 and $500, and you can have a $200 to $100,000 account. And it's their money. You have to pass their test and play by some of their rules. But the thing is, once you do it, then you can start making money. And hopefully, sooner or later, you'll have enough money where you can have your own $50,000 or $100,000 account. But you know what? If you're successful, why change a thing? Okay, let's get into the charts. The month, we're down 57 pips from the monthly open already. 3 off the low, 57 off the high. So it looks like, looking at these candles here, we're going to need to break, say, the 2440. We're going to need to get into the 2440 launch pad and move up. Otherwise, it looks like we're just going to range or possibly take a nosedive. Weekly chart, same as the monthly, same as the daily right now. And you can see there's a bunch of gaps that have not filled. Because the funny thing is, on the pound, the close was at 36. So we've missed that gap. It was only 0.4. See, notice here it says D zeros, but it's 0.44. 4-point miss. We're putting in the opening range for the week right now, well above the opening range for the year. We're also putting in the opening range for the month. Once again, looking at the monthly chart, you can see we've actually have a inside bar followed by an outside bar. So what's this one going to be? Inside or outside, or maybe higher high, higher lower, lower high, lower low. We are 188 pips above the yearly open. And we are back into the inside bar range of 9 bars ago. And look at all of these blue and gray markings here on the dashboard. A ton of inside bar action. Freddie or Euro got some inside bar action. We've got one pair at 100 pips. The rest are all below, but we're only 7 hours, almost 7.5 hours into the trading day. But you can see we've broken 1, 2, 3, looks like the 4 previous day lows. We've broken them. So it's one thing when you look left, see where these lows are. And are we breaking them or are we bouncing off of them? Buy zone, there was only one trigger, and that was to the short side, and that one definitely paid off. No, I was watching price, but I usually don't trade on Sundays. But I remembered Friday, that 91 line, how many times it would have paid off, and it would have paid off again today, that's for sure. Rats. The range is large enough, and it looks like the green rats did enjoy a little feast here a little while ago, but now we're pushing down. Okay, Bambino flex indicators had to trade short. And it says price near S1 at the pivot trading plan, bias is long. That only worked once here. And we missed that daily pivot. We missed the weekly pivot. Even on this chart, though, that's interesting. It looks like we hit it. I wonder why. Might have a different pivot calculation. I thought everything was the same. Oh, I know what's possible. I might have rounded up in this particular indicator back in the, I think, before or right after they came out with the 5th digit. I was using normalize because I just hated that 5th digit. I just really do. And for the month, we've got the pivot down here. So we haven't hit the monthly pivot yet, but 2186, let's call it. It's actually 21869, but we'll see if we can get down there. In and out of the previous day's lower wick zone. Just out. Weekly, we only have 61 pip range at the moment. And the current bar's inside, so nothing to see here. Price action simple. You can see we crossed that double low, crisscrossed it down, up, down. As you can see, the ranges are pretty narrow here. The last 3 hours. We had some activity 4, 5, 6 hours ago, but nothing since then. Higher high, higher low. You see a 3-ball put in. You could take that break, and once again, this just shows this was good for about 3, 4, maybe 5 pips. But if you don't take them, the market's just going to take it back, especially during this time. You know, some people call this stuff noise, and they're looking for the bigger pips. More power to them. I just know the market seems to want to take it back if I don't take it. So sometimes I'll take 2 pips and watch price keep going, and sometimes I'll take, a half a pip and be glad I did because the market just came against me. Or it's just like if I see a one ball in front of me, price is moving up and that one ball pops up, so many times I will just exit out because, as you can see here, price pushed back. I just got caught. And it's one of those, sometimes I wish I would have stayed in a trade, but I'd rather be mad with a profit than mad with a loss. That's one of my old sayings, rules of thumb, whatever you want to call it. Once again, only 60 pips. Now, this is just a 3LZZ. I'm looking at M5, and I've got the psychologicals in yellow, and then just the regular every 5 pips here. And it's a very simple trade. You just trade candle color at the line and take some pips. And once again, if you're trading 50 bucks a pip, 1 pip's 50 bucks. Okay, after commission, it's what? It might be 35 bucks, but still, you do that 10 times a day, that's 350. Some people might think that's chump change. Other people might wish they made that in a week. Doesn't matter. You just have to focus. You can keep trading, and sometimes, it'll run 5 or more pips. But it's just real simple. Last semaphore, in this particular case, it was an up, red at the line, you go short. Now, sometimes, like especially off of a 2-ball or 3-ball, or if it's at some other level, like an open or something, or a previous high or something like that, and I see it put in a 1 ball at the top, that candle turns red, I'll just jump in short. And maybe I'll get a few pips. Just have to wait and see. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but that's trading. That's why we have stop losses. Okay, we got a new month. Previous bar was outside bar, and the price is in between the wick zones. Be easier to see if I switch that over to the month. Fade to pivot to sell, so that's definitely working in our favor at the moment. For the week, price between the wick zones, fade, pivot, sell. That's on the month. Wait, price between the wick zones. There's nothing about the pivot here. On the daily, price below lower wick zone, turning down, seller strong control, right. And we're right near that 75 psycho line. You can see that right here. In fact, it looks like we put a 3-ball on it. So now once again, you see a 3-ball. That candle went from red to green. I might have jumped in at the open of that when as soon as that candle turns red to green. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But if I can take a quick pip or two, I'll take it. So fellow traders, I hope you had a fun and safe weekend, and I wish you a profitable month. And I hope you take to heart some of the things that I show you or explain to you in these videos, because sometimes it's just one thing that's the difference that makes the difference. So if you're struggling, cut down on the variables, keep things simple, 1 pair, 1 method, 1 broker, and forget about all the fancy stuff like copy trades and all that stuff. You're not ready for it. So fellow traders, always remember and never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.